So hello everyone, this is
Okay.
Prakash from India,
Well,
and today we have a wonderful personality from Afghanistan, the very energetic, very enthusiastic, and the person who is always ready to help other. Hassani from Afghanistan. Today we are going to know about something more. Who is Hassani? So let me ask you some questions to Hassani about himself, about his education, and everything. Yeah, Rahullah.
okay, so thank you very much, dear sir, for your invitation. It's a privilege and it's a great honor to be in your platform for today. I'm really honored. Okay, well, my name is Ruhola and my last name is Hassani, and I'm coming from Afghanistan, capital Kabul.
Okay, so Rahullah, first of all, I would like to ask you a question about English because this is an English platform. So most of questions I will ask you related to English language. So you are really very good at speaking English. You are very energetic. Your pronunciations are awesome. So did you study in English medium school or in your local language?
Well, the primary, time and the primary education in English was in 2006, I guess. And that was the time I started professionally. You know, before that, I have learned a lot in different courses, but where it really didn't help me a lot. But in 2009, so I finished a 2 years, uh, you know, a 2 years education in English. Well, I got better, but still I was with locals. I've been taught by locals, by Afghans. And after that, I attended, a course, a 1 year course by Americans. You know, we had American teachers. They were coming from different parts of the U.S. So that was for 1 year. So I have learned a lot of things, grammar, reading, writing, everything, especially accents. So that was the time I've been really influenced by the impact this Americans on my life, especially on English, especially on accent. Everywhere I was talking to an American for the first time. He was saying like, "Hey, Rahula, how long have you been to U.S.?" I said, "Well, so far I have not been there, but I've been taught by Americans." And everybody was saying that, well, you got like somebody was saying like, "Oh, you're speaking exactly like a Native American. Like, how did you learn it?" I said, "I learned from my American teachers." So that like a year, that's too much, really. Like every day we're studying for 3 hours. And then after that, when I was graduated from this school, so I also worked as an interpreter with Americans. I was working with them. Haven't been like 3 years. I worked with them. I was a little guy. But because my English was really good, my age really didn't matter, and Americans really liked it. And so I passed interviews. I passed, writing quizzes or tests. So finally, I could make it to be an interpreter. I was every day with Americans going to different seminars, different projects, different meetings. Sometimes we were going out, to different places, different provinces. So that's how every day I was with them. I was learning, every single day was a learning for me. Even for the first time, it was pretty challenging, like translating. Even there have been times we were going to live meetings and I had to translate every single word as they were speaking. So that like simultaneously translation interpreting is so hard, but I was doing it, because I got accustomed, translating and interpreting. And that's how it had great impact on my English. And believe me, every time I was meeting a new American, again, they were saying like, "Hey, Rahula, how long have you been to America? The American visa, being an American, you get American visa. Okay, so that's how I got the U.S. visa. You know, as I said about some problems that I mentioned last night about some threats, you know. Yeah, but still, I'm so happy.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful explanation. But I want to know that you told me last time you have never been to USA. Then how did you get
Mhm.
American English teacher in your country?
Uh, the last part of the question was not clear, sir. Could you
Okay,
come up again?
okay. You told me last time you have never been to USA. Then how did you get American English teacher?
So it was, you know, being a part of that. See, the last question I said, the last point that I said, you know, yeah, that was exactly right. You know, but since I've been with all Americans, so I learned, you know, when I'm speaking with them, there's no difference. And when they're speaking, they feel like, well, exactly, an American guy is talking with me. And there's no difference. And that's how they're so much comfortable with me. So now, uh, while I thought a bit, you know, why I should not use my knowledge, like transferring and sharing my knowledge with others, you know, my experience, you know, that's why uh, I'm all the time ready to help others. Even I have the job that I'm working with, I'm helping other people. The online courses, you know, that's what I'm willing to do every time.
Okay, so you completed your English or you study English online or physically you got English teacher, American English teacher in your country.
We got physical teachers, you know, at university. Like there is a university called American University of Afghanistan. It's AUF, American University. That is, it belongs to America, and it's the education is best on American syllabus or curriculum, and all the teachers are Americans, where you study your bachelor or even your courses. So they're all the, the American. You have to pay a lot of money. It costs really too much. It really costs too much.
Okay. When did you decide to learn English from American and why?
Well, the main reason when I was watching movies, I was like fascinated by the accent, especially. I was like, wow, will be there a day that I can speak like them? I said, maybe I can. I was like thinking, maybe I can't. So I was just in dilemma, right? I was like, whether I can or not, but I have to give it a try. I have to give it a try. And that's why I just saved my money. I saved my money. And then I said, okay, I can go there. Okay. So that's how I saved my money. And then I went there and I applied to be a student there because it's not just for everybody. You have to pass a test, you know, being a student there because they don't accept people who are in a very low level because they want to make sure you understand Americans. You know, if you don't have good English, so you cannot make it much professional because you're not able to understand them. So how you're going to communicate and how to understand them. So that, but me as an individual, I was capable of being a student at that university. So that's how I made it.
Oh, so you're so
Uh,
lucky, and
I
actually,
learned a
you had
lot
a
from
passion.
them.
Actually, you had a passion. That's why you studied.
Yeah, so exactly, my passion was all about English. I just, it was my dream to be a teacher. When I was a child. So, but I made it. So now I'm teaching at university. I'm working with an international NGO where I'm very comfortable, and I'm so proud of myself.
Okay, one more. Yes, wonderful, really wonderful. I can see your passion still today. You are really very passionate person with, especially with the English language. Okay, so at what age did you start learning English, and how was your preparation? Because you can amaze all American also native English speakers also you amazed with your English, with your fluency, with your with your structures. So at what age did you start learning English, and how
Mhm.
did you learn English very fast? What was your preparation for learning English fast?
Okay. Uh, well, I guess I was 13 years old. I guess, yeah, 13 years old. That was the first time I joined courses, but in a very primary level. But still, I loved it. My mom was the only person who was taking me to school because my dad was on duty, so he was not here. So my mom was taking there, and she was saying, "Well, my son, you have to go there. You have to learn it because today is the world of business, and one day where you're going to apply for a job, or even you want to go on a trip, or you want to like get a scholarship, you must have a professional English." So that's why uh, I've been motivated by my mother. I had to join the course, and that was my primary knowledge and courses in English. So that was how I went through, and I made it to high level and professional one.
Oh, that's wonderful. So according to you, what is more important? Vocabulary is important or grammar is more
Okay.
important? Okay, you have a lot of experience of English language learning and teaching also. So what's your opinion about English grammar and English vocabulary? What is more important?
Well, to be honest, in learning English, I believe none of them could be unimportant. All of them are important. For example, actually, they're both needed, you know. But most importantly, when you are in a primary level, as you grow up, even you don't feel like I don't need grammar, but still you feel like, well, I want to speak or write something professional, I have to do it. I have to know grammar. So now, both are needed together. Both are needed together. If you don't have good grammar, you cannot speak properly. You cannot write properly. So if you have vocabulary, but if you don't have, for example, grammar, so how you're going to write, or how you're going to speak, or how you're going to share your idea in a very proper way. For me personally, I've been using these two at the same level. They have both the same value for me. But there are some cases that when we want, the purpose is just to speak, and we don't consider being academic and professional. You can just to speak, right? You will make a lot of mistakes, but you will not speak natural. You just speak. You're just transferring points, but regardless the grammar rules. I don't mean that every time grammar rules can help you, but there are phrases in English that can help you, manage your manage your, for example, idea, you know. But these are very, very helpful if you
Hmm.
could consider it together.
It's really wonderful information for learning English language. Okay, and one more question I want to ask you about your job. What do you do for your living in Afghanistan?
Okay. Mainly, mainly, I'm teaching English at university. Besides, I'm working with an international NGO which belongs to America. So that is American International NGO. So this is the way to make my way to life. Besides, I am the co-organizer of TEDx Laman, where I don't get paid, but I'm working all the time. I'm all the time ready to serve people, help the people, ideas be broadcasted to the world. Because that is a platform where they will share everything, you know.
That's great. I can see, without any doubt, I can say you are really very helpful person and you want to help more and more people. Yeah. Okay, so you teach in a university level. That what do you teach? You teach novels, poetry, or other thing. What do you teach in university?
Okay, that was a fantastic question. So we have designed in a different levels because even if to university level, so on different semesters, so you start from a little bit academic, so and you go to a very advanced level where you need a very professional English. You know, so we have different materials using for university level. For example, we have novels, as you said. We're teaching them grammars. We're teaching them great phrases which can help them speak, especially, you know, because they want to apply for a better job one day, right? And they need English. So we teach writing, you know, writing English, professional English. So where if they need to write an email, or they need to write, for example, sometimes they need to write essays, you know, professional essays. So that's how they need to learn. So we are working step by step on different levels that they get accustomed to, you know, natural and academic English. And every day, students are learning new things, and mostly they have three three sessions in a week. Mostly every, for example, semester they have, so every week mainly they have three sessions in English, each major. For example, if you're studying economics, if you're studying like law, whatever you are at, so you have three sessions in a week, and that's how we make it like 12 sessions in a month.
Wonderful, really wonderful. So you teach a lot of thing in a university level. And my last question for this interview is, what is Ruhullah's future goal?
uh,
Question. That was really great question. My my main goal is to be a great businessman in the future.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
good. That's
I
good.
want to have I want to have my own firm, my own business where I could have a lot of, people with me working for me. And that is how I want to make, a bit of light for myself. Step by step, I'm working, you know, and that is my dream.
Oh, so nice future goal. So in short, I can say Ruhullah wants to be a money maker. Okay.
Yeah.
He wants to make
Yeah.
a lot of money to make his life comfort better. And everybody has this type of dream to make a lot of money. And one more thing, you want to help to other people. So I hope you will make a lot of money in future, and you can help a lot of needy people also. So here is the end of
Yeah, I
my,
would like to. I want to add a comment. Okay,
yeah.
the international organization I'm working with, that is a charity foundation. Every day, every month, we are helping hundreds of people worldwide. We're serving in 24 countries. We have uh, bases, okay, agencies in different parts of the world, in India, in Africa, in different parts of Asian countries, Arabic countries, so even in Afghanistan. So this now even we're doing this source helps to poor people. We do it all for free for them, and we don't expect.
That's good, wonderful. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can see kindness and helpful nature on your face. I can read. Okay, Ruhullah, he's not only he does not want to make money only, but also he wants to help other people. I can see on your face. I can read on your face. That's wonderful dream. Okay,
Thank
so
you very much, sir. Thank you.